Hi guys, back again. Right, today we're looking at uncontacted peoples, and we're starting off in the first of this series with the Sentinelese. Sentinelese, also known as these, are indigenous people who inhabit a small island in the Bay of Bengal in India. Basically in the middle of nowhere, as per usual. Right about there. And I think it's about 5k by 5k. And of course, Sentinelese 44. And Sentinelese 44, which is the corruption of the created world, hence them presenting to you some tribes that have been there 65,000 years apparently. And North Sentinel Island, which is where it is, 88. Okay, North Sentinel Island, just to confirm, 7.8 kilometres by 7 kilometres. Okay, so scrolling down, appearance. The Sentinelese have dark skin and maybe shorter in stature than average humans, blah blah blah. One report by Heinrich Harrer described a man as 1.6 metres tall, possibly because of insular dwarfism. Brilliant. And of course, 44. Okay, moving down. First recorded sighting, 1771, East India Company hydrographic survey vessel the Diligent observed a multitude of lights upon the shore of the North Sentinel Island, which is the island's first recorded mention. They did not investigate. And of course you've guessed it, 44. And apparently the first recorded contact was in 1867 with an Indian merchant vessel, the Nineveh. If you understand your Bible or know your Bible a little bit, Nineveh was a place, a city, and some modern English translators interpret Ashur in the Hebrew of the verse in this verse as the country Assyria rather than a person, thus making Nimrod rather than Ashur, the founder of Nineveh. Now if you understand this, Nimrod, you'll know why they've done that. Maybe I'll do a video on that at a later date. Okay, moving on. Colonial period. And this bit. In 1818, in an effort to establish contact with them, British naval officer Maurice Portman, you can trust him, went to the island, and on their arrival, the islanders fled into the tree line. Okay. After several days of futile searching, during which they found abandoned villages and paths, Portman's men captured 6 individuals, an elderly man, a woman, and 4 children. Okay, elderly man, 33, a woman, 21, and 4 children, which is 3 17. 17 is victory, 3 is perfection. A bit deep for this video, but there you go. Now this is the bit that gets me. The man and the woman died shortly after their arrival at Port Blair, which is a port the other side of the Andaman Islands. And the children sickened, so Portman hurriedly sent the children back to the North Sentinel Island, okay, with ample gifts to establish friendly contact. Now obviously they're building the meme that the children were sickened and the other 2 died because they came into contact with diseases they'd never come into contact before, blah blah blah. If that was the case, of course it wasn't. What the hell was this man sending them back to the island for? Did he want to kill them all? How does he get these people to stand there while he takes a photo of them? And he gets them to put these things on. Absurd. Okay, and apparently in 1899 a speech by Richard Temple, 47, mine trap number, reported that he toured the island to capture fugitives, but upon landing discovered they had been killed by the inhabitants, who retreated in haste upon seeing his party approach. Okay. Apparently on August the 2nd, 1981. Yep. 44. The cargo ship Primrose ran aground, and apparently it's still there now. Let's have a look. And here it is, apparently. There you go. Here's your proof. Hardcore proof. Okay. Apparently this guy, Pandit, visited the place as well between these years. Indian anthropologist. Not going to dwell on that. We're going to get to the alleged deaths. Okay. Deaths of 2 fishermen. 27th of January 2006. Indian fishermen Sundaraj and Pandit Tiwari were attempting to illegally harvest crabs off north of Sentinel Island. Apparently that is a thing, illegally harvesting crabs, but anyway. And of course 34-7 mine weapon, and also 44, our old friend. Okay, and in 2018 there was an alleged death of this guy, John Chow. November 2018, 47. The mind trap number. I'll do a video on that one day soon. And as per usual, he was American trained and sent in by the US-based Christian missionary organisation All Nations, aiming to make contact with the Sentinelese. Now, apparently, in some of his writings he said, "Lord, is this island Satan's last stronghold where none have heard, or even have had the chance to hear your name? The eternal lives of this tribe is at hand, and I think it's worthwhile to declare Jesus to these people. Please do not be angry at them, God. At them or at God if I get killed. Don't retrieve my body." Absolutely absurd. And of course John Chow, 33. As if we weren't expecting it. And allegedly on the 15th of November he attempted his first contact, which is 42. Man becoming God. 6 7s are 42. 6 is man, 7 is God. Again, I'll try and get around to doing a video on that number soon. And on his final visit, which is apparently when he got killed, which is the 17th, I'll put it in, but there's no need, because you know it's 44 again. Chow instructed the fishermen to leave without him, and the fishermen later saw him, the islanders, dragging Chow's body, and the next day they saw his body on the shore. And of course police subsequently arrested 7 fishermen. And there's your number 7. Okay, but going back a touch, the fisherman warned Chow not to go further, but he canoed towards the shore with a waterproof Bible. Now, apparently they're a thing. And of course 77. So clearly just a fake tribe, just to give the impression that we've been here longer than we actually have, to give the impression that we came from cavemen and eventually developed. But obviously they didn't develop because for some reason a small island people never made boats. Figure that one out. And of course it begs the question, I haven't been able to find an answer. I'm sure there's someone out there that's going to tell me. How did they get there in the first place? Who knows? But anyway, I'm just going to leave you with a little clip of these alleged people. Now remember, they killed John Chow and these two fishermen. And they didn't just kill these two fishermen. According to one report, the bodies were later put on a bamboo stake, facing out to sea like scarecrows. Now we know bamboo's 21. And these two guys have the same number, 38, 3/8. And Sundaraj, 38. What are the odds? So anyway, here's a little clip of these killers that leave people hanging like scarecrows and leave dead bodies on the beach and so on. Okay, now what they're doing here apparently, well they are, is they're throwing them coconuts and they're loving them. But coconuts don't grow on the island. Now apparently, from a bit of research, they like coconuts because every now and then coconuts flow up on the island and they really like them. Where they're coming from, I'm not sure. They're vicious, aren't they? Absolutely ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous. For this woman. Watch what happens to her. Let's have a look at that again. Bosher. So there you go. The Sentinelese. More lies. I'll see you soon.